everybody, and welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and if you are new, welcome. My name is Victoria, and on my channel we primarily do makeup unboxings and try-ons and reviews, but occasionally I like to sprinkle in a little something different. That's what this video today is. Today, as you can tell from the title, is our Decocrated home decor box unboxing. So if you're into home decor and you like seasonal decor, want to maybe get some ideas, go ahead and keep watching. And now I'm going to jump into what this box is all about. Okay, so Decocrated is a quarterly subscription service that actually sends you seasonal boxes of curated home decor. This is going to be my third seasonal box that I've got. I started subscribing in the fall of 2021. And then they have more specific little add-on boxes that they do for certain holidays. So you're going to get it quarterly. You're going to get a spring box, a summer box, a fall box, and a winter box every year, every 3 months for each season. And then beyond that, they do have add-on boxes. They have a Easter box, like a 4th of July, like Americana type box, Halloween, and Christmas. They're smaller boxes with less pieces that are more holiday specific. So the cool thing about the Decocrated subscription service is that they give you typically seasonal types of like pops of colors. They kind of pick like a similar color scheme, and then they kind of stick with that, because not only do they do pops of colors per season, but they also do like everyday kind of coloring and neutral pieces that you can use year round, like a staple piece that you don't necessarily have to have out for a certain season. Interchangeable things like trays, candle holders, things like that. So I'm really liking the service. Now I'm gonna go ahead and keep the service all the way through summer of this year, because I just recently, with COVID and staying home, started getting into home decor. I wasn't really into home decor. I just had very general kind of basic, the same season, the same kind of decor all the time in my house. So with this, it's helped me kind of get out of my comfort zone and kind of switch things up, and just kind of like, you know, with the seasons, which I appreciate because they make it really easy. So this is our spring box. It's the first box of the year. They recently started changing their packaging to where the boxes kind of give you a hint as the color scheme that's going to be inside. So as you can see from the box, it's kind of like a robin's egg blue, light blue. It's kind of the theme of what we're getting into this season. So every month you're going to get an envelope that's going to have the little Decocrated seal. In the envelope, you're going to get a little Decocrated sticker. You also get a double-sided art card. This can be clipped onto a clip frame or just displayed in your home for each season. So here's that blue coloring that we saw on the outside of the box. This side says Hello Spring, and it's got all sorts of florals on it. And this side we have a beautiful little bluebird with a little floral crown. Pretty blue colors. You also get a little coupon for the Thrive organizational system. It's I guess they're like affiliated with Decocrated, and then you get a little QR card to take a survey, and then they give you like a $10 coupon if you take the survey. And then the most important thing that you get in the envelope is the corresponding color-coded booklet, which shows you a description, or it goes into the description of all the pieces that you get, and it actually has pictures and ideas of how to style all the pieces that you get, so you're not just kind of left in the dark like, well, what do I do with these pieces? How do I decorate? So it also goes into the person who curated, a little bit about the curation of each box, and it does have a little color palette to kind of, so you know this is the colors that we're getting into for this season. We've got a couple different shades of blue, some kind of natural colors, neutrals, and blues basically is what we're getting into. Now I don't want to flip through the book just yet. I'll save that for the end. That's how I like to do my unboxings with this box. I'll show you all the pieces first, then I'll show you some examples of how they styled in the booklet, and then what I'm going to do further beyond that is I'm going to go ahead and decorate at my house and do a quick little snippet of how I decorated in my home with the pieces. So one last thing I want to say before I get into the box is the price of the box. And the price, it is a little expensive. It's not expensive. It's for what you get. I feel like the price is warranted, and it makes sense for what they're charging and what you get in it. You're gonna get 5 to 7, sometimes 8 pieces. It really just depends. Sometimes there's pieces that go together that are meant to be together, but they could be separate. So you're getting 5 to 8-ish, 9-ish pieces of home decor, and it's $79.99 a quarter, so 80 bucks. Now they did recently start charging for shipping, and it's $10 flat anywhere in the US, and that had to do with COVID and, you know, with the cost of everything going up. It's fine. But so you're looking at $90 basically. 80 bucks for the box, 10 for shipping, 90 bucks. And then you get your home decor. But like I said, it's quarterly, and you know, you'll, once you actually do look in the box, I think that you'll find, and maybe agree with me, maybe you'll disagree with me, that the value is there compared to things that you would find like at any other home store. I think it's comparable, if not better. So now we're gonna go ahead and jump into the box, and you'll see what came. And I think it's a good one this month. I'm actually really happy with it. So let's go ahead, get in the box, and then we'll see what kind of decor we have for spring 2022. So the very first item that came in the box is one item technically, but it's really two. I mean, technically it's two items, but it counts as one item in the box. That's what I meant to say. We've seen these before, not these exact colors, but we've got, you know how popular wooden beads are. So of course we got wood beads in the pretty robin's egg blue color of the box with this nice jute little fringe on the end. But we actually got two. So we got two strands. They're a little over, no, they're well over a foot. I think they're about 18 inches long each. And these beads are everywhere. You know, they're the beads that we have seen in every color and for every season for the last actually couple of years. And I really like these. And you know, it's that pretty blue color. A lot that can be done with these. I already have some ideas of how I'm gonna use these. So that is the first item, the twofer, out of the box. All right, we're gonna go right through this. I'm not gonna try to spend too long on what we're getting, but we're on to the next item. Now, they did consider it two different items, but really the way I look at it, it goes together as one item, but I'll show you them separately. So the first item is actually a set of three, they're called lamb's ear. I had never heard of lamb's ear until I got this. They're almost like this like fuzzy kind of green, like flocked, not like with fake snow, but they're just like fuzzy greenery stems. And you know, greenery is cool. They seem like a nice quality. I don't know exactly what lamb's ear looks like in person, so I don't know if these look very realistic. It's a set of 3 stems. Now they were bundled together with a little piece of twine tied around it in a little knot. And it did also have the little Decocrated tag. I already cut that off because I wanted to separate them and show you that it's a set of 3. So this is considered one item. Okay, now there's another item in the box that I'm gonna go ahead and jump into. It'll be item 3. And they just complement each other perfectly. Now, it's not the most exciting piece, but I actually really like it. It's this. It's a glass vase. It does have the multiple flat sides. It's a good size. It's about, I think, 9 or 8 inches tall. It does have this nice fluting kind of at the top, and then it has the same kind of natural jute tied around it. Let me see, maybe if I hold it against my white dresser, you might be able to see it a little better. And I just want to say, I do apologize. There's a lot of noise happening behind me. I'm in the middle of working on a mixed media project. So I have all my mixed media art supplies behind me. And normally I have my desk relatively clear. So sorry about that. But this is the glass vase. So my thought was, well, go ahead and put these in it. And I think they look great together. I love the natural look. I love the clear. I love how the greenery looks in it. This already matches kind of what I've got going on my coffee table, which is where I'm going to put this, and I will definitely show you guys that later. Now this can also be put anywhere. You can separate them if you have maybe 3 little individual vases, or you want to maybe even wrap them around something like garland. They are wired and they are movable. I already kind of fluffed these up. They were a little kind of matted together when I got them, but that's why I untied them to kind of fluff them a little bit. And I think they look adorable in this glass vase. So this is technically items 2 and 3. Okay, we're moving on to the 4th item, which technically is another twofer. This is the thing, it's like it's the 4th item technically, but there's more than one piece. And this is just an example. I wanted to show you how they package everything really well. Everything is very secure in the box. This is our box, and it's a little fragile. So do I want to guess what it is? It is a set of ceramic birds. So once again, we have the robin's egg blue. We have these two little bluebirds. They are ceramic. They're glass, and they are adorable. They don't have many features. They just have the little concave eyes, like the embossing on the eyes. There's no designs on them. Very plain, but there's a mama bird and a baby bird, and they're super adorable. They are hollow, so they're very lightweight. I know exactly what I'm going to be doing with these. These colors complement the colors I have in my house already very well. I decorate my living room with whites, natural woods, glass, a little bit of metal here and there. And the color in my living room is like the seafoam blue, like the teal turquoise, but like lighter. So this isn't exactly that same shade, but this complements it really nicely. And I already know exactly where these are going, and I will show you guys that later in my living room. All right, guys, we're gonna get on to the fifth item. Went ahead and put the birds over my shoulder just because I didn't want to knock them over. This is not the most exciting item, nor is the next one, but the last one is a winner for sure. So this is technically our fifth item. This is just a table runner. It's nothing spectacular or special, but it is a 59-inch table runner. It's a very neutral color, and it's a long rectangular table runner. Does have the tag on it. And it has, I'm going to hold this up close, it has some white lines through it. It's not quite like a plaid, but it does have like vertical lines. It almost looks like graph paper, honestly. It's a bit thin. You can kind of see through it when you shine the light. So it's not as heavyweight as some of the other fabrics that we've gotten. It's still a very good quality though. The stitching is all great. You know, the corners, there's no threads hanging off. So yeah, it's just a table runner. I still on the fence of where I'm going to put this, but I am going to come up. I have one of two places that I think I'm going to put this. So that is our fifth item. Okay, item number 6 is a little random, but it actually is, it goes really well with everything. It's one of those, another neutral everyday piece. It's not necessarily something that's super springy. It is kind of basic, but I like it. It is a wall hook, a 4-hook wall metal mountable hook set. It does have the little Decocrated sticker on the back. Everything's labeled Decocrated. I love that. It is a very sturdy, solid piece of metal. It is not flimsy, wobbly. It's not like no dollar store quality. This is heavy. This is got some weight to it. And I do like that the hooks on it are decorative. So if you look at the actual bottoms of the hooks, they're rounded and a nice pretty like bevel shape. And then they have the roundness on the top. Everything is completely it's in perfect condition. It's nice. There's no scratches, dings. It's not tin. It is like a heavy metal. So that's nice. And it came with the mounting hardware as well. There's 2 holes. I do have an idea where I'm gonna put this. I'm thinking my kitchen, because I do have a lot of hooks in my house already for other types of things. But I do have a lot of black metal accents in my kitchen, so I think it's gonna look good in there. So I'll have to get that put up and throw that in the video. But yeah, it's a nice everyday piece. I think that was item 6, or maybe it was 7, because this is the last one. So this is the big item. There's always kind of like one standout piece every season, and this would be it. It's a 2-piecer that can be broken down and used different ways. I'm gonna use it together. But basically what we have, I might have to back up here a little bit. Let's see. We have a pedestal base, a wood base, and what goes on top of it is a bird cage. It's a black metal bird cage with a hook that does a round loop that does swivel up and down, and then it sits on the base. Now this is solely strictly decor in my opinion, but it can be used many other ways. Now I'll show you in the book in a minute. They use it as a cake stand. Now this wood is not food safe. They do recommend putting in paper, parchment paper, or like a doily or a lace down or a plate if you're gonna put food on it. But this on its own could be used as a cake stand, totally. Some people also use it this way upside down. It has a Decocrated sticker. They use it upside down as like a pillar and put like for height, like when they like stack stuff on their like countertops, and they're using the cage separate from the base. Me, the way I'm going to do it, I already have it set up and I know how I'm going to do this. I'm going to just do it as a bird cage together in that one nice little set. So this is our last item. This is our big piece de resistance. I think it's adorable, and it does have similar wood tones as to what a lot of other Decocrated boxes, box items have. And then the black metal, I mean, it does go with the hooks, but black metal is also very common in a lot of home decor these days. All right, so what I'm going to do now is kind of flip through the book and show you guys just some ideas of how they styled the pieces. And one other thing that's cool is, you know, there is a little page on the beginning with the rundown of everything in the box. So we got our art card, the beads, the runner, the hooks, the birds, the vase, and the greenery, and the bird cage. So overall, what that's like something like 9 pieces technically, but you know, everything kind of is like its own little set because everything's kind of like a 2-piece really this month, almost. And then they'll go and just show you some really pretty illustrations. They have this on a bookcase. You can see how they separated the bird cage here, put the birds on the pedestal, put, what is that under there? Some like a floral vase container under the cage. Use the art print, stacked books, they wrap the beads around stuff. Just an idea, and then there's many pages of how they decorated with this. They do break each item down to its own page, so they talk about the art print. They go into details about the art print and the inspiration for it, and they have it on a couple different ways of how they displayed it. They talk about the table runner. It has its own description about the table runner. That's it on a table. They did put some desserts on a tray on the pedestal. Pretty little milk pitcher. I actually just bought a milk pitcher just like this weekend. And that's how I'm gonna decorate with the beads. I'll show you guys what I came up with in just a minute. Page dedicated to the ceramic birds and talks about it there. That's how they decorated there, on a shelf, on a tray, on a tiered shelf, on a tiered tray rather. They're showing the metal hooks, talks about how they suggest using it. Looks like they're using it for decor here and also utility. I don't know if those are aprons or something hanging on there. They have it in an entryway. I have hooks by my entryway, so I don't really need it for that, but I have an idea of how I'm gonna use mine. And then it talks about the pedestal with the bird cage, description about the item. This is how they styled it. Put towels on it in the bathroom on the pedestal. Just put, like I said, candles under the metal. Put a little nest in it. Just however, there's a million different ways you could decorate with this. Talks about the set of beads. Putting them on a tray, stack of books. Just laid out. Glass vase with some separate flowers in there. Not necessarily what came with. They did add some other things in there. And then just a nice little double-sided spread of everything kind of laid out. So some other things in the book towards the back are, there's an add-on shop. If you remember, you can buy pieces individually. Not necessarily from the curated box, but a lot of other home decor pieces that they have that you can purchase if you are a Decocrated member. So that is the box. I'm very happy with it. I think it's so cute, and I'm really happy with the coloring because it does complement what I have, even though it doesn't match it exactly. And so now what I'm going to do, guys, is go ahead and show you how I decorated it in my house. I have the 4-hook little set right here on the side of my stove in this little nook to just make it really easy to get my pot holders. And in my entryway, don't mind the dog toy, I have the little milk can jug I was talking about, a flower vase, the ladder from the fall box, and some dried lavender in the jug, and that's where I placed the beads. I think it looks really cool. And then I went ahead and put these little ledges here not that long ago, specifically to house some of my decor. So I went ahead and put the flower side of the art card with the little bird's nest, and then the birdies on top next to a little topiary. I think that looks really cute. And here on my coffee table, I also have this really cool storage book that I've had for a while. It has a bird on it, so it just kind of goes with all the bird theme. Also above my TV, I have a bird art print, so like there's like birds everywhere. But on my coffee table, I have this white tray, these glass candle holders with these sagey and cream colored candles that I've had for a while. Went ahead and put the lamb's ear and the vase there because it just goes really well. And I got this super cute little thing the other day at Hobby Lobby. It says, I just want to sip coffee and pet my dog. And I just thought that that was too cute to not get. This is my dining room setup. I went ahead and put the bird cage here. You'll notice that that's the same little nest that I had on the ledge It was a 2-pack. And then I just put a little greenery wreath right under the base. So that's my centerpiece for my table. Okay, and lastly, I have my little bar area here in my dining room, kitchen area. And it's just where I keep all my alcoholic stuff. And I went ahead and put the table runner on it. It's a little wider than the top, but it actually looks pretty good because of the neutral color and the neutral color in my tablecloth in my dining room. So that is the table runner. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see y'all in the next video. Take care.